Hello, everybody. I posted that we were live everywhere. Praise me. My love language is words of affirmation.
Good job, Sam. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I was about to do something completely
Cue the
unrelated, but also on the timer. Okay.
I'm so proud of you for remembering the timer, Sam.
Oh my gosh.
Yes! Thank you.
Such a good job. 10 out of 10. Amazing
I-
host.
I love how well y'all don't legitimately treat me like I'm 5 when I pretend to be 5, and I'm like, look at me. You're like, yes. All the gold
Only
stars.
if you
for Sam.
ask for it.
Yes.
Right.
Well, I just recorded a love languages video this morning and about how that can apply to writing and stuff. So now that's going to be stuck in my head.
Yeah.
All right, but let us say hello. Hello, all you cool cats and kittens. Yo. Hey, ooh, gotta edit a video. Hello. Hello. Yes, much luck with that. What's going on in the Scooby Gang? Oh, not enough snacks. That's what. Critiquing. I'm trying to get unstuck. Yes, being stuck sucks. Matt is Ohioan. He has a lot of then the technical
Can't confirm.
difficulties. Pop out chat just hates him now, apparently.
Yeah. It's just not meant to be.
Yes, we are finishing off chapter 26 and maybe starting chapter 27. Thank you. I can't do the thing over the heart because now there's where is it? Oh, it's here. Because now there's too much going on down there. To be honest, we should all be yes, sometimes I definitely agree. Well, one of my but yeah, my love language is words of affirmation, and so I need to I have a weird relationship with words of affirmation though, because being yelled at sometimes is also I translate that as caring. So when Fox yells at me because I forget to do things, I also translate that as he cares enough to yell at me.
Aww.
So
But I feel like that is sort of a brand of words of affirmation somehow.
Yeah,
if someone is
his
yelling
brand.
out of love, it kind of counts.
Literally, you guys or you two were just you're doing great. You did a good job. His version was, good job, you did the thing, so I didn't have to yell at you. Then the smiley face.
So sweet.
Yes, so very Aries. I've been saying that to him a lot lately. It's funny because he does Aries memes he does not relate to at all, even though he acts very much like what I'm accustomed to Aries acting like. So then I get to call him out on things and he's just like, excuse you? And I'm like, yeah, that's what an Aries would say. And we were watching an anime together last night, and the main character did something, and I was like, and this is when she turns into you. And then you find out her birthday, and she has the same birthday as Fox. And I was like, ha,
oh my gosh.
Knew it.
I was right. That's right. Half of his brain is Ohioan. Ohioan. Ohian. I don't even know how one would say that.
Ohioan?
This is true. Ohioan. That's what the Ohioan says. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So before we do the introductions, I have a fun, cute story real quick. Chris and I were talking about skincare routines because while we're in our 30s. I am 30. He's 32. And it's that's not old, but once you cross into your 30s is when your body decides it doesn't need to do anything to take care of you anymore. So you have to put in more effort. In your early 20s, you can do what the fuck you want to your face. And your face, the elasticity is a lot healthier. It'll just go back a lot easier than later in life. So I've started trying to do, skincare routines and stuff. And I told him I was running out of toner, so I need to buy more toner soon. And I was using this anti-wrinkle serum stuff, which this is all new to me. I've only been doing it for 2 months. And I'm like, yeah, I put the little anti-wrinkle thing up here because I know that this is where I'm going to wrinkle because I'm so expressionate. And he looks over at me And he gets so upset because he's like, I'm working on those smile lines. How dare you? All of my
Aw.
effort. I thought it was so cute. It's because I read this thing at one point that was like something about you can tell if somebody's had a happy life if they have smile lines or frown lines, right? And ever since Chris read that, it has been his goal in life to ensure that when I wrinkle, they will be smile lines.
Aw.
That's so
I was just
sweet.
like, aw. It was. I told him, like, as he walked away from the bathroom, I was like, that's gonna be on the stream tonight. It was too damn cute. My love language, or my love giving language, is gift giving, and my receiving is words of affirmation. Yes, I also addressed that in the video that sometimes our giving and receiving are not the same.
Thanks
Your
for all the gifts
skincare.
you've given, Steve.
What is your skincare, Sophie?
Oh no, she's saying your skincare routine is boring me because I was yawning, I think.
Oh, is more okay.
But I promise that's not the case. I've just been yawning all day for some reason. Probably because I have a chronic illness that makes me tired. I don't know.
Oh, was it on My Wife and Kids? I don't remember anymore. I just remember things, but not like other things. But yes, all right.
Goodbye?
So we're well, go ahead, introduce yourself, and then he'll have to introduce
Okay.
himself.
Well, I guess Matt can't do my intro today. Oh, he's back. I'm gonna
back.
do it anyways. All right, it's intro time.
What are you doing? Oh, okay.
My intro.
All right.
We can do each other's intro. I don't care.
No, I don't know his intro.
Oh, that makes two of us.
Okay. I'm Sophie Lina B. I'm an illustrator and a writer. I'm currently working on my debut novel, which is a young adult fantasy romance called The Rebel Bard. You can follow me on Instagram where I post about my writing and I post about art stuff. Should be linked below. Yeah, that's about everything interesting about me. So
If it's not linked below, Fox will yell at me, and it will be linked below.
It is linked below. I actually checked.
Cool, cool.
The preparedness, I love it. And now for the unpreparedness. I'm Matt Hollon, and I'm gonna punch my Wi-Fi in the teeth. I'm currently working on my debut fantasy novel, which is currently titleless, and I'm often on these streams. We're wrapping up the Matt Marathon, and this is the season finale.
I need a guest for next week, so we'll see.
We will see. And yeah, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. They're linked down below. And one of my quarterly goals for next quarter is to actually use my Instagram. So I might actually start having some content on there.
And I am Writing Mom Samantha L. Nasset. This is my channel where I talk about parent things, writer things, and parent things. And writer parent things. I make videos on Wednesdays about all of those things. I host live streams like this on Mondays. Next week is the return of Let's Talks. We're starting with Sailor Moon. I'm very passionate about this. So passionate, it may have to be a multi-parter. But we'll see. We'll see if people like it enough. But yes, I have a newsletter that everybody can sign up to stay up to date on all the things Sam. Not for her. We'll hopefully be going to an editor next quarter. I just got to find the editor and finish up some things. And then I may or may not have a sequel planned, which most of chat doesn't know what Not For Her is, so that's not super exciting, but I'm excited. Sophie's excited. Fox,
I'm excited.
And I think that's everything. What are you two working on? Chat has let us know. Chat, if you haven't let us know, let us know.
Did you mention your Ko-fi?
Oh, well, I have. You can give me money on my Ko-fi down below as well. Thank you, Matt. See, this is why regulars are.
I had to beat you to it so that Fox didn't get you. Save you from the Fox.
There's competition now.
I'm going to be doing some critiquing for one of my two critique partners.
Mm-hmm.
It's not you, Sophie.
The The other
I was hoping it wasn't because I haven't started working on the stuff I owe you yet. So,
I feel that in my soul.
I'm gonna be doing some drafting. I think I might look over some stuff for someone, but yeah.
I will either be scripting or looking at my outline. I haven't fully decided yet. We will see. But I don't have any critiques or anything to do, which is what I usually do on Mondays. So now I'm like, what do with my life? It's okay. Jenna's preparing a big chunk for me. So maybe next time I stream.
Nice.
Ah, yes, Sophie understood. That's okay. I sometimes require my co-host to translate text for me. Especially if it's storming, which it was earlier. Sophie's skincare is being under 20 damper.
Yeah.
Fair.
That's it.
My love language is acts of service, and my receiving language is words of affirmation and gifts. Ah, yeah. See, I get it. Mine is like, I think I am extremely multilingual, and I just, like I have my primary that I speak universally, and then I just speak whatever everybody else speaks.
Mm-hmm.
Except quality time. That's a hard one for me.
I think both of mine are words of affirmation.
It's a good one, so. She says biasly.
It's a good one.
Because it is her own. Hello. So you just want us to give you things? Is that what you're saying? No, I thought it was my love giving. Yeah. No, I think it's the other. Oh, nope, you're right. You got it right.
Yeah.
I compliment everyone and tell them how much I love them, and it seems to work out well. I still don't completely understand. Yeah. Yes. There are quizzes. There are quizzes that you can take and everything.
I love taking quizzes.
Yes, let's talk. Let me tell you, I am so excited. My favorite thing that I've been seeing a lot of villain things lately that's all like villains with radical romance and like how villains can have better romances than heroes and stuff. Because like this thing I saw earlier said that a hero would sacrifice you for the world, a villain would sacrifice the world for you. And I'm like, let me introduce you to Sailor Neptune. Because she literally almost sacrificed the world for Sailor Uranus, and her answer was, a world without her is not a world worth living in. And I'm like, and this is a hero? And I'm like, yes. So, let me tell you, I'm very excited. I'm also taking very in-depth notes with my sister. Like, we're watching it on Hulu together, since she's at her house and I'm at mine. And I'll just be sitting there taking notes, and then she'll make a comment, and I'm like, yes, I should add that into my notes as well. We have to pause sometimes. So I'm like, I've got some pretty good notes. Pretty good notes. Yes, it's exciting. Sailor Moon. Everyone's excited. Yay, sequel. CB's excited for the sequel. Ah, yes, the love language quiz.
I might have that during the first round.
All the regs in chat are excited for the sequel. Any book. It's a short story. To clarify, I have a flash fiction on my website called Till Pizza Do Us Part, which is fairly popular. Have not had anybody say they didn't like it. So I heavily recommend reading that. And then Not For Her is a short story that I've been preparing for my website, but it kind of got put on the back burner, and it's almost ready to go up on the site. And then I became obsessed with the song, so now it's getting a sequel. So before it's even public. But that's how I do sometimes. Should practice guitar. Practice
guitar, CB. Practice guitar.
Editing one project, planning another. Oh, yeah. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to work on TSA or my thought. I'm excited no matter which one you pick. Also,
the band?
No.
No, I know. I'm kidding.
I realized you were kidding, so I stopped myself. But I'm still organizing books, and I also plan to work on reading journal. Awesome. I love organizing. I know you've been organizing for like ever though, because your office. Revising. Yes, like the stream. Yep. I mean, yes, but also I feel like I identify with Haruka, which is her girlfriend. So like like I feel biased. Wait, is Neptune a Scorpio? Hold on, everybody. I have to like stop everything to figure out.
We're researching.
Sailor Neptune's zodiac. No, wait. Pluto. Pluto is the Scorpio. That's what. Yep, Neptune's a Pisces. Pluto's a Scorpio. I like how I remembered that before I finished typing, but I haven't watched Sailor Moon since I was a wee youngin'. I may have to find it streaming. Hulu. Hulu has the first 4 seasons of the 90s one, but the redub in English, and they have season 5 in Japanese, which I don't understand because the new dub is out, so they should have the new dub. And if you want, they also have Crystal. I guess if you want to watch that one. That's face when he said the band.
They hired Jenna to write a book for them.
Yes. I have the first half of season 1 on DVD, and they're really hard to find, so I'm waiting to get it on Hulu. You could get the new dub isn't that bad. Like, there are some fundamental differences that make me go, why? But overall, it's still pretty good. And the like old episodes, because season 1 had 4 or 5 episodes that they took out for various censorship reasoning, like animal abuse was in one of them. There's another one where Sailor Moon sneaks into a bar underage, so they took that one out. And there were like 2 episodes that were 100% filler, had nothing to do with anything, and are like almost never mentioned again, so they took those out, which therefore they didn't get an original 90s dub, but they did get a dub in the redub. So the Chanela episode Tabby and I had just watched, and that's one of the ones that was taken out for animal abuse because Shingo kicked Luna.
Whoa.
He was mind controlled by an evil space bunny, not entirely his fault, but yes, they didn't want to show that to young children.
Interesting.
Also, Tabby and I have a very long-standing inside joke that bunnies are evil, or just at least
I believe it. Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, it's
100.
true.
It started because of Legend of Mana, the video game. Like, in it, you can get little, like, monster pets that you take on adventures, and there's something called a rabbite, which is basically, it looks like a bunny slipper. It has no legs, no arms, just the tail and the little ears and the teeth. And so it was my first monster pet, and I took it with me everywhere. And that little motherfucker was mean and strong. At some point, it did more damage than me. Like, I'd just sit back and it would kill everything. And from that point on, we're just like, all bunnies are murderous monsters. Like, at some point, I got dragons, and I was like, yeah, dragon sidekick. But my dragon would just go in a corner and do nothing. And I'm like, bitch, you're a motherfucking dragon. Where's my bunny? Take my bunny out. So.
Yeah, I would definitely put bunnies on the evil side of the animal spectrum. Because, like, Bunnicula was a thing, too.
Yeah.
And I think Bunnicula was bad, right?
And
I never actually read it.
I don't know. I just know the song.
I just know that when they scream, it
don't
is
worry about it.
Don't worry about
what?
I'm gonna mute all
What?
Oh, I said when bunnies. Have you ever heard a bunny, like a real world bunny scream?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's horrifying.
Don't we squeak?
No.
They do both, depending on the terror of the situation.
That's fair, but like
never mind, I won't tell that. Okay. My childhood dog had a lust for blood, is all I'll say. And we had a lot of wildlife in our yard.
I feel that that's how I know.
Yeah.
Same. Except also my cat. So.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh wait. CB's is quality time followed by of what I know of you. This tracks. This makes a lot of sense. So, my DVDs, the new dub. Oh, okay. Are you getting the DVDs or just the DVD Blu-rays? Because like you can get them directly from the Right Stuff website. Except part 2 of season 4 is sold out. Bastards. Yes, remember to like the stream. Thank you. Acts of service. Physical touch is my least favorite. That's fair. One of my sisters goes back and forth with physical touch because some days she doesn't want to be touched at all and she will literally murder you if you touch her. And then other days she just won't go away. She just won't get off of me. And I'm like, woman, you're lucky that I don't mind. But what the fuck?
Yeah. I feel that. I like physical touch, but it very much has to be on my terms.
Bunny.
So, yeah.
Well, I liked the idea of the evil space bunnies because they were somehow sentient creatures that did not require food or water or to be walked or anything. They just sat there and smelled nice and were warmed of pet. I'm like, yes, this is the perfect thing to lure small children in so you can steal their life energy. One of my points next week is going to be how Jadeite, the first bad guy in Sailor Moon, is really good at marketing. Because I don't feel like his marketing ability is appreciated nearly enough.
Wow.
His branding is just elite.
It could take some tips.
It is, because later on in the series, there's just villains that just they just suck at it, and but it's. I don't want to go into it too much, but we'll just put it this way. One of the great things I love about Sailor Moon is how much is acknowledged in universe, because you'll watch animes or cartoons or supernatural shows and stuff where it's just everything's going on and you're like, how do the normal people not notice? And Sailor Moon doesn't have that problem. You'll have background characters talking about it and stuff. So a weird circus magically appears in the air. Sailor Moon's in class and you hear her classmates going, did you notice the circus? And it's yeah, it's in town. When did it get here? I don't know. It's kind of weird, but also it's kind of cool. Maybe we just didn't notice. So it's stuff like that, and it's done so well. So then there are certain series where you have villains that are actually really bad at their job, and then they're trying to sell their whatever cursed stuff, and people are like, I'm not, and I'm just yes, humans with intelligence. But Jedi's just so good at his job, yo. It's one of my favorites. Binocular.
Look, I said I haven't read it, but Dracula was a dick. I figured his rabbit would be a dick.
Is Binocular Dracula's rabbit?
I don't know. If Dracula had a rabbit, it would make sense that he would name it Binocular.
Yeah.
Jenna loves Binocular. Look, I don't need to know if the rabbi is based on Binocular now. And just saying, I love my rabbi. I'm looking forward. See, his marketing is awesome. Also, his understanding of people. It's so good. But I need to also clarify, I love him as a villain. He is nowhere near a good person at all on any level. So, but as a villain, he's amazing. Don't be talking mess about Binocular. No,
we're
it's
not.
a vampire
we're absolutely
bunny
not.
that drinks the juice out of veggies.
Yeah, I mean, Banicula's got the respect. I respect Banicula. I just don't know anything about Banicula.
I do feel
yeah. And all of the objects in his home.
It seems like something he would do.
We're going to have a lot of those clarifications when it comes to Sailor Moon, because as much as I love Sailor Moon, as amazingly progressive as it was, and as much as it informed a lot of my development as a teenager, there be some things that we need to make sure we know. It's not okay. Not okay. So, he drains carrots, fridge cooler, couch cooler. I just like saying microwave.
Microwave.
See, he would do
microwave
that. He's got the ego and the flair to do that.
Yeah.
See, I feel like it should be microwave cooler, because when we start adding vola, I think vagina, not Dracula.
Yeah, I was thinking uvula.
Yeah.
But
That too. So I think it specifically must have the C.
yeah, the C is
Toscula.
very important.
All right, while everybody starts vampirizing everything, I'm going to go find a timer.
I want
Vampire
to let you
timer.
guys know that the first sprint is going to be spent trying to figure out if the Banicula song is a real song or a song that my family made up and sang together, because there were a lot of those.
I feel
I
that.
realized when I said it and you guys had no reaction that it might be made up.
Here's the thing. Before this conversation, I didn't know what Banicula was. I'm just really good at playing along, if that makes you feel any better.
Why did YouTube try to censor Ottomancula? In the chat, someone said Ottomancula, and it said like this comment is held for review. Like out of all the Cula.
YouTube was like, I'm tired of y'all shit. Here's your
Stop
warning.
these jokes. It's over.
Dracula runs YouTube, and he's just like, "Look, y'all, stop making fun of me."
Dracula, boo, I love you. But also, you're not invited in the house. Just saying.
Don't come to my house.
I love you
That's
because
for
I
everyone,
know
not
you.
just Dracula.
That's for everyone.
But Sophie, I thought what we had was special. Not coming in the house special, apparently. All right, are we ready for our first sprint?
Mm-hmm.
I'm really staring at the word automancula, and I'm like, why? Like, what is wrong with this word?
Are we ready?
Yes, sorry, I was reading things, and I have a little bit of a migraine. I took some medication, but that just means that I'm
That's fine.
just trying to share the screen that's already shared. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
2, 1. Hello, hello, and we're back.
1 minute.
Okay. I worked on the outline for what I'm calling All Eyes on You, but it's the Not For Her sequel.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I thought you were done.
Oh no, I was looking at word count. I got 262 words.
Nice. I critiqued 2 pages and also took the love languages test and got words of affirmation. So everyone be nice to me. Say nice things.
I really want to know,
I
want to know zodiac wise, like if that matches up with people, because that would be really
That would be interesting. Yeah.
Because I feel like that's such a Virgo thing to like need that reassurance verbally constantly.
Hey, you're doing a good job.
It sounds so Virgo to me. So I'm really curious about that. How did everybody else do? Oh, Jenna was looking through some. Oh, go ahead.
Okay. I wrote 61 words and discovered that the Bunnicula song isn't a real song. But I'm convinced that my mom used to sing it to me, but I talked to her about it and she doesn't remember it. So I sent a Marco Polo to my sister, like, you remember this, right? And she's like, yeah, that totally happened. So now there's a feud in my family about this.
The Mandela effect.
We'll see what happens. There have been like a lot of instances where I remember like memes that I think were memes, and then literally no one else in the world remembers them. So I thought this might be a case of that, where I just invented it, because that literally happens to me. Anyways, how did the chat do?
Matt, did you say how you did?
Yeah, I said I did the 2 pages of critiquing and took my love languages quiz.
Yes, cool. Making sure. Because I had thought Sophie did, and then Sophie started, and I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, no.
It's okay. See, Sophie, I make up things right now on the spot in my head.
I get it.
Okay. Jenna was going through her thought dumps and saw this line with 0 context or elaboration. Wise sage figure is a chihuahua. I love finding things like that in outlines and thought dumps.
So
and then you're
fun.
just like, where was I
My
going with
notes
this?
app on my phone is just an absolute ride like that.
I severely don't like what I wrote last. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, no.
The Broadway musical.
That too. And I listened to a song from it, and it gave me a lot. I don't know. If you like watch the playback, like the beginning of the sprint is just like me for 3 minutes going like, because it was a lot. So you'll have to watch it later.
So at the very beginning of the thing, I saw like our reactions, but it was like I sat here and died because Fox sent like a meerkat yelling at Matt.
Low-key, I don't know what is he yelling at me for my bad internet or for something else. I
from last
don't know.
You would have to ask him.
Oh, it was today. But he's sent that before.
Maybe he just has it saved to yell at Matt.
Yeah, probably.
I agree. Who needs context for wise chihuahuas? The wise chihuahua can provide the context.
Yes.
Hey, welcome. We are glad that you came to hang out with us through your stickers. I have 3 acts of Shakespeare to read. Good luck. I think I picked the name for my villain. Ooh, yes.
Ooh, love that.
Villainicula.
Batman, your bat suit is echoing. I think that was Sophie was plugging things in, so it's gone now, though. 403. I got 2 clips almost trimmed. Aw, yeah. Yep, that's good. I read 4 scenes, edited 2 pages, didn't critique, remembered I was hosting a writing sprint on Wednesday, so I had to organize a thumbnail and live stream for that. I feel that. So normally I try to get all of my live streams unlisted or just prepared at the same time, and then I mass send out the link and everything. And on Friday, Sophie was like, Sam, don't forget to send us the stuff. And I'm like, what? I didn't already? I just have never forgotten to do that before. So I was like, who am I? I always appreciate reminders. 505, oh yeah. Wants everyone to be nice, but not nice to Benicula.
Benicula's love
anything
language
rude
isn't
about
words of
Benicula.
affirmation. I mean, I said he was probably evil.
That's true.
But
But with a name like
know,
Benicula.
with a name like Benicula, you're probably evil. And being a bunny, that's 2 strikes.
I'm naming my rabbite on like the Legend of Mana remake for the Switch. So I'm 100% getting. I'm naming a rabbite that.
Getting that Benicula.
Yes, I'm gonna name it Benicula. 681. Oh yeah. Which, because like when they do remakes, sometimes they like take away certain features, redo other features, or like put in new features. I told my sister, I was like, if they take out my rabbite, I will be angry. I will never support them again. That's not true, but yay, stickers! 5 pages of thought dumping and named a villain. Oh yeah. Trying to get myself unstuck, so I wrote a paragraph that I'll delete next sprint. That's fair.
Be like that.
92.
Yep.
Oh wait, what was it? Hold on, I have to go look now.
I think it's a
I
groundhog.
thought.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it is a groundhog.
To be
It's
fair,
not a beaver for sure.
No, I think it's a groundhog. All I did was see it standing up and yelling, and I like died and then didn't think so.
Are groundhogs and woodchucks the same animal?
That's a good question.
I don't actually know
Are
because I don't know what
groundhogs-
Chat? Is there a rodent expert in chat? I want to know.
Woodchucks. The same. I'm googling it.
No, I don't think it's a beaver.
Groundhogs are also
No.
referred to as woodchucks.
Pretty sure it's not a beaver.
It's the same animal.
No, because
Also referred to as whistle pigs. They have 3 names.
That's awesome. That's all I'm calling them now. February 2nd,
Whistle Pig
Day.
in true Gemini fashion, my love language is words of affirmation, but only at 33%.
Yeah, I think it was 27% for me, and it was my highest one.
Whoa.
They're
Matt
just like, you don't,
use love in any manner. It's fine.
or none of them, either or.
Or none of
My love language is no, thank you.
no. Saying no, thank you. Next. So I was gonna say a thing, and then I saw Stig's thumbnail for next week, and I forgot what I was gonna say. I think because his thumbnail for like March is very spring oriented, and my brain goes, March is not flowery. And I'm like, it might be in Norway. I don't know.
I wish it
March
was. I wish it was spring.
March is rainy. It's muddy. It's occasional snow.
March is an evil month.
Gemini.
Not as evil as
30%
February.
Not as evil as February, that's true.
Oh,
March is definitely
February
better
was,
than February.
February was Funbuary this year. Give me any type of love, but even better, leave me alone. That's fair. I think I was reminded that for Sophie's Romance Writer Instagram challenge, which was a lot of fun, and I think the first time I posted almost every day for a month, because there was like 4 days that I had to make up for a bit in a while, that I posted the sexuality of my 3 main characters, and some people got like really excited, and I'm like, I don't necessarily consider it rep myself, because like I don't know if anybody's gonna really know for 100, because I there's like they don't have those terms, and it's largely cultural for them to be the way that they are. So I'm like, I don't necessarily know if I should advertise it as rep and stuff. So it's just when people get excited, I'm like, I don't know how to feel.
Some other people were saying that for that prompt as well. Like, I don't think I should advertise this, but here's the answer.
Yeah, I'm just like, here's the answer. Here's everything. And especially since there's one character whose sexuality and romantic orientation I have been telling like nobody because I was like, I don't want people to be like, oh yeah, this like amazing rep for this orientation, and I'm like, and then they die, and it's like, Sam, how could you? And I'm like, look, they was gonna die. They was always gonna die. It's just how it is. So I'm not saying who though. Like, although I have a fun fact with that character. So like 4 or 5 people were originally going to die. Like important characters were going to die in the series. But then as I was re-looking through it, I was like, okay, Teen Sam, because I like wrote this story idea, and I'm like, we don't have to kill everybody. And there's one person I was thinking of killing. And I messaged my sister, who knows the ins and outs of the story, and I'm like, should I kill off so-and-so? And she's like, I mean, I guess you could leave them alive. I see the logic, but you better kill this other person. And I'm like, that was never an option for them to live. And she's like, good. People must know my pain. And I'm like, that is quite possibly the most sadistic thing my sister has ever said to me. I am not allowed to kill off a character because everyone else must feel the pain of that character's death. And I think they are currently the only... I think I decided to keep everybody else alive. So, of the 5 people I was going to murder, only one of them is remaining murdered.
Yeah, that's a vibe. Like, you have an idea, if younger self has an idea, and it's like, oh yeah, everyone should die. And then you go back to it, and it's like, they really shouldn't. People should live through the story.
To be fair, the one that I messaged my sister about that I was debating, I had really good reasons for them living and for them dying. So,
Right.
And I was like, but maybe I should be merciful. And I had a few other, like, some other critique partners who at the time, they were like, oh no, they should live. But like their reasons were very... I'm about to tell on myself here. I'm a little judgy sometimes, but their reasons were very weak to me. So like I read their reasons for keeping that character alive, and I was like, pansies. I should murder them.
Weak.
But then like Fox was all like, murder that character. And I'm like, well, here's my reasons for that character living. And he's like, it is better if he lives. And I'm like, now I know I should let them live. It's when my murder happy CPs tell me I should let the character live. And I'm like, yes. Me and Tabby share our pain. I'm sorry. I can never bring it up with Stieg around or for Stieg to say it without me just remembering the look on his face when I let it slip that character was going to die. Because I thought he knew, but he didn't.
Poor Stieg.
It's okay. He gets me back for it by reminding me that I betrayed him. Chat, are you murdering anybody in your thing that your critique partners already hate you for? I need to know. Yes, we have... See, where we are, it's April showers bring May flowers, so our flowers don't get here until April and May. March is just like the transitional period between winter and mud.
Yeah, no, March is just winter with a fake mustache.
There's a Tennessee meme that I absolutely love, and it's just like the seasons of Tennessee, and it'll be like winter, spring, or winter full spring, second winter, you thought spring, third winter. And I'm like, I feel so understood. And that meme, like, without fail, goes around my friends at the exact same time of year, because it's all like, you are here. Every full spring, it comes back. So every March.
Yeah, we're at that point where it's like, it's been nice for like a week now, and like I can't fully enjoy it because I'm just like waiting for winter to come right on back.
Yeah.
We had the ice storm, and then now we're having just regular storm, and I'm like, flash flood warning, oh yeah!
Woo!
It's supposed to
This
be
is-
like in the 60s all week next week, and I'm really excited.
That's beautiful. Gorgeous.
on the
I know.
side of the continent, so I hope that's true for me too. The person I'm killing, I am working on people liking them more. See, I don't I'll stop because then maybe somebody can figure out who I'm killing. My critique partner is a guest on your stream, so I cannot confirm or deny, but I'm assuming at least one will be mad at me.
If you hurt my son, so help me.
I mean, that weather map is the same for Ohio, but occasionally, but rather than cover the whole year, it's just a single day. Yo, I feel that. We had snow. No, it started as rain, and then it was snow, and then it was sunny, and then it was rain again. And it's like, why? Kill him. Hello,
No,
man.
don't listen to Stieg. Stieg's wrong.
Yeah.
Don't kill him.
I accept your hug. You good now? Okay. planning on brutally stabbing a character in my current outline for my next project. My CP called me pure evil. Listen up, it really had to be done to push me into Act 3. Yet some people just need to die.
Sometimes you just gotta do that.
Yes.
I've got some brutal stabbing.
Jamie and I recently decided to spare one of our characters that we were going to kill. We may end up deleting a different character to allow this one to have a bigger role in the story. Oh, yeah, I support that too. I'm sorry, CP. No, I hate wind chills. Fucking Tennessee be like, oh, yeah, it's 90 degrees outside. Wind chill factor 75. But is it 90? Is it? Because I don't feel it. He's gone now, CP. Gabriel has like no interest in chat or anything. He just comes to hug me and then goes about his merry way.
Aw.
See, but that's a bit different because that's like when
That's
you
not-
kill off their like entire family and stuff early. Like I'm doing that too. Well, most of the family, obviously.
Gotta have that set up.
Together. So that's like a setup, and people are like, oh man, that really sucks. But it's 3 chapters. So they're not like hyper invested. But then like you go through the whole story and you build up their bond with this character and you build up this character's bond and relationships with other characters, and then you kill them for plot reasons to hurt the other characters, and then you know your CPs are like, why? And it's like, you know why. Now, a completely unnecessary death that I keep taunting Fox with. Originally, I said I would not do a sequel for Not For Her because I just wasn't interested in writing a contemporary. Like, I only wrote Crime Capers because it was the contest told me I had to. So I was like, okay. So I wrote the Crime Caper, and then I'm like, I have no real interest in continuing this unless I take it into like the supernatural. And then I kept saying that Lita would become like a hunter and Jamie would have been killed by vampires or something. I don't know. Jamie was killed by vampires at one point. He was killed by other gang people. It's the way Jamie dies changes all the time. But I was like, I will murder Jamie so that Lita will be forced into becoming the supernatural badass. And Fox was always like, no, you can't kill Jamie. And I'm like, he needs to die. Thankfully, well, so far, Jamie is safe in the sequel. Fox may, in fact, disown me if I kill him. We will see. People act like murdering is not a state. It is. Everybody murders. I created a character just specifically to kill, and I tried not to love him, but it didn't work out, and I hurt myself. That sounds like what I do to my sister. Every time I create a character, and I'm like, and then I will murder them. And Tabby's like, that's my favorite. And I'm like,
Sorry.
Sure about that? I'm debating a major character death in the climax of the 3rd/last book. I plan to kill them, but now I'm unsure. Ask Tabby, because I know she's looking over your story. Well, as much as she hates her favorite characters dying, like if you ask her, for like an unbiased view, she will be like, yes, you need to kill them. Me when all the characters are alive. Wait, what? Right? Always waiting for that ball to drop. Like, nah, somebody's gotta die.
Someone's gotta be dead.
Me with several CSC. So, fun fact about the Savior's Champion deaths. There's a character who I absolutely fell in love with for no real reason. I just was introduced to him, and I was like, I love this motherfucker, and he is Lucian the Cetus.
Yes!
And then he died. I was like, no, they could have been such cool bros. In CC at one point in time, Jenna revealed that she killed him because, like, she had enough people for Tobias to bond with, and she needed somebody to die at that point. And I was like, what? No!
I'm so glad you said Lucian. As soon as he started talking, I'm like, Lucian! And then you...
So, ever since then, I will jokingly tease her every now and then about, but the lost potential! Because she confirmed that he would have been really good friends with Tobias. And I was like, I cried.
I could tell.
I know. Like, I can't even, I literally cannot say why. Well, go ahead, Matt.
No, I was just saying that Lucian had, like, the best vibes, and then just gone.
Yeah.
I mean, from a storyteller perspective, I understand. I get it. It's just, I love him. See? They could have. It's canon. The author said so.
Pour one out for Lucia.
My sweet tea. All right, we should go into another sprint. What kind of thing do we want? So rude, Jenna. So rude.
Well, to be fair, pancakes out of all breakfast items have some of the best vibes. So, makes sense that he would become a
But
pancake.
not human pancakes.
Well, yeah.
I'm not eating a human pancake, but if you want to eat a human pancake, I'm only going to mildly judge you. And Stieg has spoke first, so rainbow timer.
Oh no, he's here. We can't do it while he's here.
Is that just your goal?
Yeah, no, we only have the rainbow timer when Stieg is not in chat.
I see now. I see. Unfortunately, I go with whichever one is requested first, so he has spoiled you.
Next time.
I was about to share live chat. It's like, nope, that's not the window. Chat can see chat. No!
Not the lemonade.
She choked because of the pancake. Okay. So, Faye walks out the door. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Hello. We're at a very high energy part of my headphones.
Hello.
I hear somebody moving about. Okay. So how did everybody do? I got... Where did I stop? I don't remember. I think I got another 183 words done. I got another like section of the plot, and then I figured out that I don't like. I've got the beginning, a part of the beginning, middle, and then I kind of know what I want for the climax. So I was just gonna ignore most of that and then go work on the climax. But I ran out of time. Like I have a note now that's just need connecting bits, and it's highlighted in yellow. It's like a mix between the thought dump and outlining phase. So.
Yeah, I gotcha.
How did you two do?
I critiqued 2 more pages, and that's about it.
I ate dinner and wrote 40 words.
How was dinner?
Pretty good. Pulled pork and Brussels sprouts.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It's pretty good.
I sent Fox what I have of my outline, and there's this one part that says, I need it known this would be a fucking excellent time to kill Jamie, but I will not. And then I was like, instead, this other thing is going to happen. And he's like, good, I'm watching you. And I'm like, just acknowledge. It would be amazing if he died right here. So I occasionally am a benevolent god. And he's like, he'd be angry at this one character. I'm like, no, that's not who would kill Jamie. Like, Jamie would have died, like, unrelated thing. And he's like, oh. I'm like, yes. It would have been beautiful. I will not. It's fine. I can do other things. We have a... So, in this whole sippy cup debate, I would just like for it to be acknowledged that when I'm on stream, I primarily drink out of things with tops. So, like, adult sippy cups. Just is safe. Got about 85% of my loose stickers transferred into their new home. Got sidetracked near the end.
Nice.
Listen to Oingo Boingo.
Good choice.
I know who that is, but I cannot remember. Excuse me.
It's Danny Elfman's 80s band.
I have about 10 books left to put on the shelves. Life is grand. Yeah, you can do it. 78 words. Little world building. Aw, yeah. 427. Nice. 135. I spent most of the time reading already written scenes. I hear myself echoing a smidgen.
Let me mute.
Okay. And pacing while talking to myself about my future project like a crazy person. I mean, that's fair. It was in my mouth, but I laughed and choked. Oh, well, cups. No cups are going to help that.
Yeah, not going to fix that.
Also, so I had a bit of energy this morning, and whenever I have energy, Fox gets some fun photos to play around with for the thumbnails. This is his latest creation.
I like your makeup in this picture.
Oh, thank you.
And also, everything else.
I appreciate it. I was like, I bought a new set, some new sets of clothes and stuff, and I like really like this top, so I'm like
I
wearing
like it too.
with lots of things now. Thank you. Sippy cup and a rib.
A poncho.
A rain poncho over your laptop. So, funny thing about that makeup is that when I was wrapping up recording this morning, I Roxy came downstairs and she couldn't sleep, and so she needed mom cuddles. So I laid down with her, and then I promptly fell asleep, which means I did not, in fact, take my makeup off. So allow me to show you how I woke up this morning, and you'll be able to tell how I sleep, I think, maybe a little bit. I might, in fact, sleep on one side of my face.
Yes.
Maybe. Perhaps.
I posted that on Instagram, and I was like, she's beauty, she's grace, she sleeps on one side of her face. Read some more in Priori of the Orange Tree by my March book. Luckily, your mid-vote didn't tip the scales. Yes! Let me tell you, I had no, like, Stieg was like, should I read this book or this book? And I'm like, I know nothing about these books, but this one is by a Samantha, so I'm going to click on this one. But I was still adjusting to life without my long nails. So I clicked the wrong one, and I messaged Stieg, and I was like, no, I wanted to vote for Samantha! He was like, it's fine, she's winning anyway.
That'll happen to me when I'm going through Instagram stories, because I go through them kind of fast. So I'll just start, like, kind of clicking, and then I'll accidentally vote in a poll that
I hate it when that happens.
did not mean to vote for.
And it's always like, do you hate me, yes or no? And you accidentally vote.
Yeah, and it's just like, yes.
Like, ah!
Like, well. I have such a love-hate relationship with the Instagram stories, because it's either it takes forever to move and I've like already reread it 4 times, or I have to hold it for like 3 minutes to read through everything. It's like there is no in between. There is no just timed right. We bought a new oven, but we cannot install it because like our house was built in 95, and so the old oven is like a drop down, and the way that the counter was built, we actually have to cut out a portion of the bottom of the counter so that we can put the new oven in. And so it's just chilling in the living room, but the kids will just come down and be like, are you putting in the oven now? And we're like, no. But what about the new oven? You have to wait. But it's so cool. We are so glad that you are as enthusiastic about our home appliance as we are. But you're just gonna have to wait. I was very concerned that I would not be able to record because the oven is like right in front of my recording area, and I'm like, where am I gonna put all my equipment?
Just sit on top of the oven for your video.
Steve, made something for you.
Oh, that's nice.
That's how I feel I look.
It's like no changes.
Right? Like, I think that's just a picture of me.
Should I show chat so that they also know?
Yeah, no, because that's just what I look like.
Oh, okay. This is expert photography.
I just saw the one you shared of Sophie.
What? That's me. Gosh, there's one of me?
Yeah, you got one of you too. It's a different filter, don't worry.
These are accurate versions of us, I feel like.
Yeah, that's what our souls look like.
Yeah, my soul definitely doesn't look like this. My soul wishes it looked like this.
Here's Sophie's soul. Or Sophie's soul idealized. I don't know how to label this.
You don't have to. Thanks, Stieg. Those are really nice.
Thank you.
I almost clicked.
Where's Sam's?
I
have to make one for Sam.
That's true.
He has made many of me.
Okay.
They're just not in here.
Also, I'm like posing so hard. Why did you get like such a good like?
Dude, Chris has sent a photo that I'm about to share. It's such a good photo.
There's Sam.
I'll get me in a second.
Oh, that's good. Looks like she's telling us like a wise. Sorry for just posing all the time. It's not on purpose, I swear.
No, this was captioned Sophie's resting bitch face, and like in an admiring way. Like he likes your
Yeah.
resting bitch.
No, I
So.
wasn't taking it as an insult.
Okay, good. And of course, this is me.
Good.
The best
Amazing.
part is that I have a lot more pictures than I probably should of me with like my hair as a beard, because
It's good.
sometimes.
It's a good look for you. Excuse me.
Thank you. Sometimes when I'm done recording, I'm just like, I have so much hair. Let's do things. I have almost mastered the beard. It's nearly perfect. Did I start our break timer? I don't think so, because my phone's asleep, and it usually stays awake if the timer's going. No, it appears... No, I did! Okay.
Oh,
I just clicked on something
Good job,
else.
Sam. I'm so proud of you for remembering.
really good job.
It's your inner model, Sophie. We live.
Yeah.
Yes. Go ask Daddy to warm up your pizza. What do you mean you don't know how to ask Daddy to warm up your pizza? It's never been an issue before.
Can
Hello,
you
children.
cool down my pizza?
She was just like, my pizza's cold. I need it warm. And I'm like, well, go ask Daddy to warm up your pizza. And she's like, I don't know how.
I'm gonna start doing that, like when I don't want to do something. I don't know how.
That's what she does. All the time, she's always like, I don't know how.
Amazing.
Sir,
Love that.
you know, Chris about to be ended. I have so much. Look, my sister was like braiding my hair, and she's like, I got all of the sides of your hair in this braid. And I'm like, no, you didn't. And then she's braiding the rest of it. And then she looks and she's like, oh, yeah, I didn't even get a third. Like,
My hair is a lot longer than you think it is, and it's also incredibly thick. When it's wet, it's like down to here, actually. Here, let me show you. It's like this long.
straighten it up.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, whenever I see curl coils, I assume it is 2 to 3 times as long as it is.
Yeah. It's all. Yeah.
So my hair is like mostly like this all the time, or you only see me from the front, so it doesn't like look that long. But one thing I enjoyed doing for a while was whenever I have short bangs, because I have so much hair and so much bang, I can just like pull my hair up and stuff, and then my bangs look like it's all of my hair. And then my family will be like, you cut your hair? And I'm like, whoosh, no. Steeg's having fun over here.
Yeah. They're really good.
Yes. Keep them coming.
So right now, yeah, you don't have to stop. My hair is, let me get it out. Give.
Wow.
I really wish I could do like some reveal right now and just like reach behind me and pull out like a ponytail.
You have like a secret rat with long tail
yeah, like
That would be amazing.
Straight.
because you only see the front of my head on streams. Back here, there's a giant rat tail.
See, that's that. Steve gave you more hair.
Hell yeah!
You did wear hair extensions once.
I did wear hair extensions once. That's true.
Christy and I were like talking about hair and hair care, and like there's a hair routine you can have that will help your hair just naturally be more textured and easier to style, which is like every time we have a photo shoot or anything, she's like, did you wash your hair like this? And I'm like, yes, madam, I did. And my hair is actually really easy to style, and it holds style really well, except my bangs. And part of the reason is because I have a cowlick right here. Where are you? No, yeah, it's right here. This is the cowlick. And given the day depends on whether or not the cowlick wants to cooperate. So sometimes if you like know, or if you just notice and then can never unsee, you'll look at like my professional photo shoots and there will just be a weird loop right here. Or just there's just a small group of hair that's just doing really weird and random things. And it's hilarious because Chrissy will move it and then she will go back. Or I will move it. And then but by the time the photo is snapped, I said, shut up. Sorry. By the time the photo is snapped, it's back in the loop. So we're just convinced it's possessed. It is just sentient.
My hair is totally sentient. I have no say.
All right, I've got the Matt hair reveal right here. But first, to be fair, a secret rat tail would be 100% Ohio vibes.
Low-key, I feel like Ohio vibes would just be like if I just had it draped over my shoulder at all times and like introduced it. Yeah. Ohio vibes would be like, and this is my rat tail.
So here's Matt's hair reveal.
That's what I would look like if I hosted the Hunger Games.
Yep.
Here's his other hair reveal.
Love it.
That's your current hairstyle, just bigger.
It is. It's just like
if my hair got a Mario mushroom and I grew a mustache.
Sorry, that was my favorite. If my hair got a Mario mushroom.
I just ate a really, really salty piece of beef. If you're wondering why I'm doing this.
Was it jerky?
No, sorry, pork.
Ooh, I like that one.
I like how your hand is part of your face in this picture.
I also like how my hair is so powerful that it extends past, like, you know, the picture and onto his desktop.
It's like coming out like the ring.
It's the best.
This is a 3D stream.
It is. At least for Steve.
Imagine something being 3D, but the only thing coming out is hair.
Ugh.
That's a horror movie.
That's awful.
Curly hair, sometimes you have a good hair day, sometimes it's...
Exactly. Chris is the only person here who understands what it's like to have my hair.
Yes, you two do have, like, near identical hair textures.
Very similar hair textures.
Yes.
From what I can tell, yeah. I wake up sometimes, and sometimes I'll post it on my Instagram, but sometimes it's literally standing straight up in the air, and I wish that I were kidding. Let me see if I can find any examples.
I would post examples of Chris's, but he'll yell at me.
My iPad is not in this room, so.
Just said no thank you.
About what? Oh, the hair coming out of the tree.
The three-dimensional hair, I imagine.
Yeah, probably.
You know what's great about the current picture that Sieg shared of me is that I would totally just wear that on stream.
Yes, I love it.
We should normalize costumes on stream.
It matches your dress.
It looks pretty. I wish I had that.
Also, Matt, I'd be down. To be fair,
I am wearing a costume.
To be fair, I feel like it's not fair for me to be like, yeah, I would totally be down to do it. Like casual.
Yeah.
And like, let me see. So there, you can usually tell in a video how well I was feeling based on how I'm dressed. The less accessories I'm wearing, the worse I was feeling that day. So like, let me, hold on. I need to do a thing, and then let me like show you what I will be wearing for the love languages video. Is it this one?
That does go with my dress, actually.
So go away. See, like just these gloves. I've got like this weird bracelet here, and there's like the dragon thing.
Yeah.
And how I got dressed was I did not hunt these things down. I just went to my basket on my dresser and I grabbed a handful of accessories and I walked into the living room. And I was like,
that.
this is what I'm wearing today. So also, like, sometimes I'll sit there and I'll be like, Teen Sam really should have wore like certain things more often and stuff. But then I was actually looking at some of my photos of when I was younger and stuff the other day, and I was like, oh wait, I did. I didn't do it every day because I was lazy, but I'm like, if I was going to hang out with my friends or something, I was like, yes, this is adult Sam needs to get on Teen Sam's level, quite honestly. So that is what I'm planning to do.
Nice.
Those are CB, not my. Are they? Oh, yes, they were CB. Look, sorry. Those were CB. I just opened things. This is also a CB one. I'm dressed like a homicidal maniac. So like yourself. I mean, what? I would never say such things.
That one looks like, in Paranormal Activity, which I haven't actually seen, but they like show the baby monitor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a jump scare.
Yeah.
Chris has given me permission. Chris has given me permission to show this photo. This photo is, I want to say, he was around your age, Sophie.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's like basically my hair texture. I love that picture so much.
I know. There are so many good pictures of Chris when he was younger. He just doesn't like to show them.
Yeah.
So.
You can tell it's an old picture because it's like the size of a kidney bean. Like, just like,
Right.
can't ignore it. Sorry, kidney bean is like the first small object that comes to my mind.
It's fine. It's true. Like that's how like small and you got that weird filter thing going on.
Right? Like you're looking at it through saran wrap.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's why I said that like you two, I'm pretty sure you have identical hair texture, but also I've seen Chris's hair over the past decade and you've only seen the current do. So we should do our final sprint because I'm in charge of the children's bedtime tonight.
Okay.
All right, so what do we want our final timer to be?
A hair timer.
A hair.
It's just like hair growing out of a scalp for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
There's the song "Hair from Hair," long beautiful hair, steaming, shining, gleaming, flexing, waxing. Give me down to their hair, shoulder length or longer. If you don't know the song, you have to listen to it during the sprint. There's a musical.
Sounds like a 1950s like hair care commercial.
It's probably a musical.
Yes, there's a musical called. I believe the musical is called Hair. It's either Hair or Hairspray.
Hair.
One of those two.
Yeah, you're right.
But the song is called Hair, and I know it because of an anime music video. And
gosh.
I will find the music video for you. And I will
There are so many songs that I only know from anime music videos. And it's so shameful. There's this one song. It's like this piano. Sorry for telling you about this like right when we're about to start the timer. But there's like this piano piece called River Flows in You. I don't know like who wrote it. But I only knew it because there was like this video. It was like a dramatic edit, a dramatic Tokyo Mew Mew edit called like Kishu's Death. And it had like River Flows in You playing over top. And it was like black and white. And he was like my boyfriend, my anime boyfriend. So I would just like watch that video and be like, even though he comes back to life. Sorry, Tokyo Mew Mew spoilers.
I cannot tell you how many alternative rock songs or like emo grunge songs or everything. I only know because they did a Yu Yu Hakusho or a Dragon Ball Z or a Naruto fight to it.
Love. So good.
So let's get into this final sprint.
All right.
So,
If this kitten frolics, I'm getting no work done.
Oh no, it does move. I almost forgot to turn my music off as I came back in here.
I'm so scared of doing that because I've done it before.
I'm always scared that even though it says my mic is muted, that my mic isn't muted, and that I'm just playing music for everyone.
Me too. I check an unreasonable amount of times.
Yep.
I do too. That's part of why I keep everything on like half my screen, because I'm like, surely someone will let me know. Right? Someone will say something. So that was our final sprint for the night, and I have to get my children ready soon. But I think we have some time to like say how we did if people want to. Chris read my outline for what I have, and he was just like, "You're outlining a short story," and I was like, "'Cause my short stories are good, sir."
The shade.
But yes, I've I figured out the final. Well, I'm sort of working on the final confrontation where there will be murder. How did everybody else do? I was also invaded by Michael and then Artemis, so
I was able to critique 4 pages this time around.
yes.
I wrote about 150 words.
It's a good amount. I think yeah, that was double what I did. So
Nice.
I did 73.
Nice.
Yes, cat. Oh yes, and I shared
did
the
watch
music.
Yeah,
the
that
hair video. That was definitely something.
really iconic.
Really
I
iconic.
love it so much. Well, the first time I saw it, I only knew half the animes, and then like now I know all the animes that are in it.
I know like only a few.
That's fair. What were you gonna say, Matt?
Well, like I started watching the video, and about like 20 seconds in, I'm just like, this is weird. And then like the chorus started, I'm like, all right, this is a bop. Like this is like I'm into it.
Yes, when it starts
Yeah,
out,
same.
and it's the like very first lines is "She asked me why I'm such a hairy guy," and then he's
Right,
just
and I'm
talking
like-
about how hairy he is, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Where is this going?" But yes, it's great.
It's going. It just continues to be weird,
It
but
is.
it's amazing.
Yes, but it's great weird.
It's great weird.
All the time I will quote "long beautiful hair, steaming or shining, steaming, gleaming, flexing, waxing," and nobody ever knows what I'm talking about, and I'm like, it's hair. It's hair from Hair the Musical.
Now we
That's
know.
all I can tell you.
Now we'll never forget.
Yeah.
Good. Especially with some of the visuals that the music video gives you.
Yeah.
Special way to remember. So Audra wanted to know what's the worst traits in a chosen one. I hate a chosen one who whines about being a chosen one for more than like the first third. I'll give you that long. After that, get over it. That's my opinions.
I hate a chosen one that sucks at like that isn't cool, and just like, oh, I just kind of stumble my way through everything. Like, you're a chosen one. Be awesome. Like, why are you afraid to be awesome? Just be cool.
I have nothing.
What about you? You got nothing?
Got nothing.
So 1100, 127, 392. You're very welcome. Worked on character profiles, 1944. Ah, yeah. Although, to be fair, I hate any character that whines for more than like the first third, which is ironic given Sailor Moon's one of my favorite things ever. But that's fine. It's different. She has character growth.
Yeah. What if you're angsty the whole time but you have character growth?
Well, that's kind of so. Again, I will talk about this more in depth next week, but that is like Sailor Moon. She's 14 when it starts out, and she acts 14. It's actually a really good representation of a 14-year-old. So like she cries when she's scared. She like doesn't she doesn't understand the full gravity of things for a while, and so she's kind of spoiled, so she whines and stuff, but at the same time she's like very down to earth. And then there is a point when she realizes, oh shit, this has real consequences. And there's actually several episodes where you see her go through a depression and an acceptance of this reality. And from that point, her whining becomes less of a, I don't want to do this, and more of like genuinely scared that her friends are going to die. And then in in seasons after, technically in like season 2 they had lost their memories and had to get them back, but after like that point, and by season 5 she never like really whines anymore. It's just like, normal human whining.
Yeah.
So it's so while she does maintain a little bit of the whine, you actually see it grow and change, and it is amazing. So I'm like documenting in my notes the episode where she suffers her PTSD. That shit, people could actually die if we fuck up. So I love it so much. Jess stayed awake. That is
An accomplishment in its own right.
Yes. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream because I have to do mom things that I don't want to do, but children, I had them. So, I will see everybody next week for the Sailor Moon. Is Sailor Moon Let's Talk next week?
I think so.
Hold on. I have to check my dates.
That seems right.
Yeah, I believe it is next week. Yep. No, the 8th. So yes.
Yeah, sorry, I was thinking about something else.
Yeah, no, my brain was like, the Sailor Moon Let's Talk is next week. And I'm like, so is the Worldwide Writeathon. And I was like, wait, is that right? Are they like right next to each other? And they are. So the Sailor Moon, I can speak. The Sailor Moon Let's Talk is next week. And then next weekend, I will be hosting a sprint in the Worldwide Writeathon, which you can go to Instagram at Worldwide Writeathon and find out information all about that. Y'all do your outros.
Oh, I was hoping you forgot.
You were gonna I almost did. If I hadn't needed to check. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'm Sophie Lina B. I'm an artist and a writer. I'm currently working on my debut novel, which is an illustrated young adult fantasy romance called The Rebel Bard. I post about it on Instagram, which is linked below, and that's the only place that I am and exist. So, yeah, follow me there.
And I'm Matt Hollon. This concludes my marathon, but I'm pretty sure I'm back the 15th. So really, we're just taking a 1-week break. I'm a writer working on my debut fantasy novel that it's currently titleless. And you can find me on social medias linked below. I have a Twitter and an Instagram that I'm going to try to start posting on.
And I am writing mom, Samantha L. Nasset. On my channel, I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer-parent things. I have a newsletter where you can keep up with all things Sam, which is linked down below. If you like the channel, you want to support me, you can give me money with my Ko-fi, however you want to say it. Also linked down below. I host these live streams every Monday. I'm a little bit obsessed with Sailor Moon and The Legend of Zelda. That's just how I be. I post my videos on Wednesdays most of the time. This week, there will be 2 videos, just randomly, because I got to catch up. That was my husband's hand. Thinking, is there anything else I
like the video? If you like the video.
Yes, give us a thumbs up.
And subscribe? Did you say to subscribe? I'll say to subscribe. Subscribe.
Sam.
Yeah, do it.
Why are you here?
And
you haven't.
Right.
All right, and that's all for tonight. Bye.